Imagine the sun dipping below the horizon and realizing that for the next 12 hours, you are effectively blind. For 99% of our history, the setting sun wasn't a signal to relax. It was the start of a desperate race against the clock. While we love to imagine our ancestors locked in epic battles with mammoths, the true danger of the ancient world was far more mundane. It wasn't the grand hunt that killed most people. It was the simple, daily necessity of surviving the transition from light to total blackness. Let's look at our stickman ancestor, living 100,000 years ago. During the day, his life is dominated by what anthropologists call practical talk, negotiating who gathers the plants, where the water is, and the logistics of the camp. This daytime world is familiar and manageable because, like all primates, our eyes are designed for the sun. But as the shadows lengthen, the circle of safety becomes the only thing that matters. In the ancient world, fire created a literal boundary of life, a glowing sphere roughly 30 feet in diameter. Inside that 30-foot circle, you are a human being with a culture, a family, and a story. Step 31 feet away to gather a forgotten tool or check a noise in the brush, and you are no longer a person. You are calories. We know this because even today, in groups that maintain this ancestral lifestyle, wandering away from the flickering light of the campfire is the single most consistent predictor of a predator attack. Our ancestors shared the night with creatures like leopards, hyenas, and wolves, predators whose eyes see the dark as clearly as we see the noon sun. For them, the night wasn't a time of rest, it was a hunting season. This constant threat completely restructured the human experience. Before we mastered fire, the setting sun forced our ancestors into trees or rock crevices. Fire changed the equation by giving us extra hours. The 2 to 4 hours of usable time after the sun went down, but before sleep began. These hours weren't used for more work or more hunting. Instead, the logistics of the day were replaced by something entirely new: storytelling. Studies of modern hunter-gatherers show that while 80% of daytime talk is about work, 81% of nighttime talk is about myths, adventures, and jokes. The campfire became the world's first classroom and its first theater. But even when the stories ended and the fire dimmed, the danger didn't vanish. Our ancestors didn't sleep in the 8-hour block we struggle with today. They practiced biphasic sleep, drifting off shortly after sunset for about 4 hours. This middle-of-the-night window, known as the watch, was a distinct state of consciousness. People would use this time to interpret dreams, visit neighbors, or simply lie in the dark and reflect. When we brought artificial light into our cities in the 1600s, we thought we were conquering the night. But in doing so, we accidentally destroyed a 300,000-year-old biological program. Today, we see the Milky Way as a rare tourist attraction, rather than our nightly ceiling. We flooded the world with light to escape the predators of the past. We finally won the war against the darkness. But in our victory, we may have forgotten how to truly see in the dark. If you find yourself awake in the middle of the night tonight,
For your phone, just stay in the quiet. See what your ancestors have to tell you. Subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden history of being human.